So I'm, being in the line for so long and being a producer myself, I can see it without actually seeing the full show. Okay, definitely it is very intriguing and interesting. Yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to PeepingMoon.com. I am Rashita Sahni, and today joining me for a super interesting conversation are Arjun Mathur, Shweta Tripathi, Sanjay Kapoor and Harleen Sethi, who are all set to impress us all with the Gone Game 2. Hi you guys, how have you been?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Right.
not bad. I can't say excellent, but like,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I'm
Average.
sure better after the trailer launch because
Yeah.
there's like so much
Yeah,
love
yeah,
coming
yeah,
in.
that's true.
Fantastic. My first question has to be this. I remember interviewing y'all when the first season came in. And I said back then that I'm so surprised that someone has made something on COVID so soon. It was August. We are back here 2 years back, 2 years after that. So, the anticipation for the show overall through these 2 years has been there. And when we got the announcement of this, there was this, inbuilt excitement. Now, did that come across as pressurization, or did that, it became like reassurance or something? We can start with Sanjay. Yeah.
For me, this was the first time I was doing something of season like 2, and for me, that was a validation that okay, the season 1 did very well.
Yeah.
The production company, the OTT, the platform Woot were very very happy with season 1 what happened, and that's the reason season 2 was happening. There was no pressure as such because I knew we had great talent in the show, and that time we didn't even meet. We shot it at home, and I was sure once we all get together, something magical will only come out. And then this show we had Harleen was added,
Yeah.
तो वो और better हो गया, सोने पे सुहागा हो गया. So it was so there was obviously with anything new you start, there is always like somebody asked me when a new film starts or show, do you have butterflies? I said it is always there, I said when I was backstage also, when that thing was there, you still have that little
Yeah.
thing के, but once वो जैसे वो रोल शुरू होने लगा, the body language relaxes. But before that, it's not anxiety or it's not butterflies, but a lot of questions are there because you're working with actors for the first time. You're working with a new director or new production. You feel whether you will get right, वो सुर आप correct पकड़ोगे कि नहीं. So that kind of questions are there. So yeah, the same thing happened in Gone Game season 2, but there was never a moment that I felt that I was insecure or something. I knew we had heard the script and I knew the talent was good. I was working with Abhishek for the first time, but we had already done some readings and stuff and I had interacted with him. So I knew that I'm in a good wicket with good people around me and with positive people around me. And because we had done season 1, though we didn't meet, we were fortunate enough. Harleen was not part of it. We met at home and everything. And when we met, we felt we've known each other since already 5-6 years or a long time. There was so much of energy when we met. And that was so wonderful. I think so that small dinner that I had at home, I think so that really just got us so close that when we met in season 2, just felt that we've worked in a lot of films or shows together for a very long time. Yeah. So it was a beautiful journey, and I'm really, really fortunate and glad that I'm part of this journey with all these wonderful
Yeah.
people.
Great. Shweta, what about you?
प्रेशर तो मैं लेती नहीं हूँ इन सब चीज़ों का. मुझे ये मैं करती हूँ मज़े के लिए, और मुझे लगता है कि वो मज़ा मेंटेन करने के लिए पर्सनली इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज अगर वो इट डजंट स्पार्क जॉय देन व्हाट इज़ द पॉइंट. सो और आई थिंक एज परफॉर्मर्स वो हम अपना अपना प्रेशर ले ही लेते हैं. जैसे कल मेरा शूट है तो उसका मेरा टाइम क्लॉक ऑलरेडी हो रहा है कि अच्छा साइड्स करनी, ये सब करनी है, तो हम अपना इतना प्रेशर लेते हैं कि वो दूसरा सीजन 1 या सीजन 2 का दूसरे का प्रेशर लेने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. बट दैट इज़ ऑल्सो बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट टू रेज द बार. So I think that pressure is a good pressure to have, and we should take that.
Okay. Arjun?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, the anticipation is coming across as reassurance, or is it pressurizing?
No, definitely reassurance. Pressure तो किसी काम की चीज़ नहीं है. मैं लाइफ में सिर्फ पेट का प्रेशर लेता हूँ और कोई नहीं. But like, yeah, I mean, I think it is just reassurance. People really enjoyed season 1 much more than any of us thought they would. We enjoyed it much more than we thought we would. And and now thankfully season 2 already has that love from the audience so far, and I hope when they watch just from the trailer, and from the trailer what I can also see, like now this, as opposed to season 1, this is now so much more expansive We were able to shoot it in so much more expansive a manner. Like season 1 was at the end of it. It was a unique experiment, but it was unique because of limitations at the time. So once we didn't have those limitations, this is a story that obviously deserves a larger scale. So it has that now. So yeah.
And Harleen, you are the new addition. How did you manage? Because you were, working with people who have already worked on the first season.
How did I manage the?
Yeah, was it like pressurizing for you at any point?
No, rather I was excited and I was looking forward to working with such accomplished, actors, and I was looking forward to learning so much from them. And I really trust the director, Abhishek Sengupta, and I think we really jammed, and I am very excited and happy to be a part of it.
Okay. Sometimes we see when a second season comes of a highly popular show, it sometimes becomes disappointing. We are like, second season nikalna hi nahi chahiye tha. First season was apt and they should have stopped there. There are so many shows that made me say that. What do you think according to you?
I'll ask you after the interview.
Yeah. I tell you, I have 2-3 at the top of my mind. But
Immediately after that, zara batana bhai.
but with the Gone Game 2, firstly, how confident are you guys that koi aisa nahi bolega? And what do you think will work the most for the show?
यार मुझे तो सच्ची हम कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट जब करते हैं इट इज दैट दिस इज द स्टोरी वी वांट टू टेल एंड वी आर वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. अब नाउ आई लाइक टू वर्क ऑन थिंग्स दैट आर इन माय कंट्रोल. अब जो भी था एंड हम लोग ने अपनी जान लगा दी इसमें, एंड आई कैन से दैट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस बिकॉज द शो एंड द कैरेक्टर्स स्टोरी इज प्रीटी इंटेंस. सो इट वाज डिफिकल्ट, गुड डिफिकल्ट, बट हाँ अच्छी तरह से बैंड बजी. And अब ये audience के ऊपर है, and we really hope and wish and pray that they will like it. But we've done everything in our capacity that they will like it. And yeah, season 1 was great, and 2 I think is even better.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of it, the only thing you can be confident about is that we've all put in our efforts to the best, the channel, the producers, everything, and that's all we can be confident about.
Yeah, and plus there's an edge in season 2, I feel, because in season 1, without without the director, without interacting with other actors, if we could pull it off so well, and if we could come across, all the characters came across so genuine and real, and when we are doing it this time with the actors present, with the actors around each other, so I'm sure it's finally, because even I have not seen it, I've seen the trailer like you. I've seen portions of it and everything. In the trailer itself, you can feel the energy and everything, and you can feel the bar is already raised in the trailer itself from season 1. So I'm, being in the line for so long and being a producer myself, I can see it without actually seeing the full show. Okay, definitely there is, it is very intriguing and interesting. Yeah. How good it is, even I'll know on the 7th of July when I watch it. But definitely, even if I was not part of it, I would have wanted to see Gone Game season 2.
Correct. Also because this first one did come as a surprise package, and it has a set, honest audience attached to it, who were waiting for the announcement of the second one. But yeah, Harleen, what about you?
I think after seeing the trailer, I feel much more confident because I think the trailer is quite tight. All the promotions that they've been doing, I've also been, to be honest, asking around, the Woo team is here and everyone, I'm like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And they're very pleased and happy, and I think which is why they're also promoting it the way they are. So, and I think, look at the actors, we have a good director, we have great music, if the edit is tight and all, I don't think there's much to worry. So I think I'm confident now. Of course, with any new project coming and you playing a new character, you feel the butterflies in your stomach. So वो है, but I'm excited.
मैं तो सबसे यही पूछ रही हूँ कि who do you think is guilty? Who do you think is guilty? I'm enjoying that now.
Okay. Sanjay, talking about you, we have seen you in the web space in the recent past so much that we know whenever your name pops up in the cast list of any web show or project, we know it has something good to offer. Now, of course, you have been working for such a long time. How do you see this transition as?
First of all, this responsibility which has come, I'll tell you, I recently gave a very successful show in Fame Game, and it's been 4 months, I've not signed anything. It's not because I've not got any offers, because the responsibility is increased.
Yeah.
So now I feel, like you said, now if my name is going to pop up, I feel, I hope I don't disappoint, because, it takes a long time to when I say position, I'm not calling myself some superstar or something, but that respect that I've gained,
Correct.
that is the right word.
Yeah.
So you're so scared of, finally I will give up my best to whatever I sign. But when you don't have anything to lose, you take a little more risk and everything.
Yeah.
When you have things to lose, you feel that people have given you love again. I started a long time back. I had a lull in my career where I had hurdles. I got into production, and again I'm getting much more love than what I got when I started off. So that fear is there. So I have not signed anything since 3-4 months. So it's a very interesting time to be in, where that you are getting offers and you're not signing because you're confident enough कि आएगा वो अच्छा ऑफर आएगा.
I think you're waiting for a show जिसके title में game हो.
Game is actually your lucky word.
True. Yeah.
Nice one, Arjun.
Yeah.
And Shweta, talking about your character now, I watched the trailer and I felt that this one, there are much more layers to it. Like I remember the last dialogue which you say to Shriya, and the way you react to it. It comes across as something very strong and powerful. How different is Amara from the first one?
Oh, see again the thing is कि season 1 में जो हमने किया था ना, हमारी readings भी सब कुछ online हुई थी, so the entire process was very different. We did the best and Nikhil helped us understand our characters and सब कुछ जो कर सकते थे, but now because I was on set with my co-actors and director being there, Abhishek Sengupta is one of my favorite directors. मुझे तो लगता है कि वो एकदम ऐसा soul में अंदर जाके कहते हैं कि नहीं मुझे वो shade दो उस emotion का. So I really enjoy working with him. And yeah, Amara is also the furthest character from who I am as a person. Matlab, when I see Amara on screen, I'm like, that's not me at all, which I'm very happy about because मुझे तो Amara ऐसे rabbit type की लगती है. So I enjoy seeing myself in that space, and season 1 ka hi, I think it's more intense in many ways also because the stakes are different now. क्योंकि पहले जो भाई के लिए फीलिंग थी वो और जो डैड से वैलिडेशन चाहिए था वो अब अलग हो गया है. अब एक खून भी हो गया है, अब एक सीबीआई ऑफिसर है जो घर तक आ गया है और जो पूछ रहा है कि तुम उस रात कहाँ थी. So now suddenly there is much more to the brother not being there. Now suddenly you're a suspect. Are you a suspect? Are you the victim? So there is so much going on, and there is a lot of things that Amara feels, but you can't show that. So I really enjoyed that entire journey with Amara.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the power I was feeling when I would enter the room and they would all be scared of me.
Yeah.
Mr. Kapoor being scared of you, imagine. Fear in his eyes, even though
I
he's
barely
acting,
can.
but
जैसे उनको पता नहीं, जैसे जाती थी हमारा कुछ नहीं कर सकती है यार, हमने तो एक्टिंग की है फिर.
वो तो पता चलेगा.
But Harleen, there are two ways to look about this thing of joining the second season. One is that of course you feel the pressure or the challenges. The second one is that you now have the power to play with your role because it's a new one and you can do whatever you want to do. I hear you say that you and the director were discussing that we can do something new with it. How did you take it as?
Well, I also am very, very fond of Abhishek Sengupta, director. So, like I said, their personalities in the show were set in many ways, right? And this was a new character coming in, there's a new director coming in. Now he has one person to really build the character and the personality with, So he also told me, he said, let's not do anything that we've already seen, as a CBI officer or as a cop. Let's try and play it differently. Because जो मैंने audition की थी, वो एक अलग director के साथ थी और एक अलग scene था. जो मुझे पढ़ के बहुत मजा आया तो मैंने ऑडिशन किया. I was like, oh my god, परफॉर्म करने मिलेगा, चाटा मारने मिलेगा, ये I swear it was like, and अभी it's like, no, we're not.
मुझे चाटा मारना.
No, it wasn't you. It was I'll tell you anyway. So I was after broken and after being broken and being vulnerable and crying, I'm going to get to do this part which is completely different, So I was very excited and वो audition ये मतलब मुझे मिल गया ये वो, and I was very excited, and then the director changed for some reason and then Abhishek came in and he said नहीं, हम ऐसा कुछ नहीं कर रहे. क्यों जब मैंने
थप्पड़ का
पढ़ा
तो बिल्कुल नहीं मारा।
मैंने जब नई स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी आई सेड ये कौन सा कैरेक्टर है ही सेड हाँ वो गया अब कुछ और करेंगे so then we started building on something new and till the very first day and even a couple of days after that I wasn't sure right because आप जब कोई नया कैरेक्टर बिल्ड कर रहे होते हो आपको 2-3 दिन मुझे लगते हैं to build and set the tonality of the character वो कैसे बात करेगा क्या होगा so it was a lot of fun jamming Abhishek got to do with the character with you know where she comes from how she talks you know why is she the way she is you know what does she wear what is her favorite color like all those things whether you see it or no you know to try and work on those nuances it was a lot of fun so I genuinely really enjoyed the process.
I'm sure. And Arjun, of course, talking about your character, what I feel is that your character is going through a lot of things. Firstly, he's not present in the present scenario. And secondly, we have to relate to him also because the story is kind of revolving around him. While shooting for it, did you ever felt that it was taking an emotional toll on you?
I like how people are feeling bad for Sahil. That
We don't know.
You're
We'll,
talking about
after
season-
7 July,
yeah,
maybe our
yeah,
perspective.
you're talking about
you know,
season
saying-
1,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So say again, ask me your question again, sorry.
Did your, you know, while even the season 2, while shooting for it, did you feel that it was, you know, taking like an emotional toll on you?
Not really, no, honestly, because shooting the show was not as intense or difficult and as an experience as the content of the show itself is. I had a great time shooting with Abhi. You know, season 1 was of course its own beast. I think that experience was unique for everyone. Season 2 was, I mean, it was 7 days of work for me, spread out over a fair period of time, and I was having a good time with Abhishek. It was only difficult and intense in the sense that there were like really some dirty things that I had to do, which you will see on 7th July. But otherwise, no, I think the work went by in just like fun, good vibes. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, I have this fun game of who's more likely to, because I really enjoy the chemistry that the four of you share. So the situations are related to the show. So the first one being who's more likely to end up in a jail.
in
a jail.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Kapoor.
Arjun is like guilty as charged, but Harleen
thought
says,
we-
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the CBI.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
question
so
goes.
yeah.
Are we answering as characters? Or
Yeah,
Acha,
as
as
characters.
oh,
Characters.
characters,
So
Mr.
that too is a spoiler. Then we can't give
Then
it.
in jail.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Most likely to go in jail is Mr. Gujral. For his meandering ways.
Apart from Harleen, who's most likely to be a part of the CBI?
Hamara.
Amara. Okay.
Love that.
Okay. Who's more likely to get into a fight with his or her family member?
As the character.
Character, all
Suhani.
Suhani.
She's not here. Okay.
Suhani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is more likely to lie like a pro?
Probably.
Yeah, Sahil.
Sahil. Okay. Who's more likely to end up entering a money scam?
Sahil.
Sahil.
And even
Or
dad
even
actually.
That actually,
Mr.
yeah.
Both.
Actually,
The men of the family.
Yeah.
I think so. A little more me. I think so.
Yeah,
Nice.
even I think.
I hai.
Like father, like
Yeah,
son.
even the previous question, I also think, Mr. Gujral, I
Okay.
think you both are like father, like son.
Scamsters.
Scamsters. Okay. The last one is who's more likely to catch someone when he or she is lying?
Hamara.
Catch someone, guys.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Come on.
Other than the obvious CBI.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So मुझे game से बाहर ही कर दो, other than the obvious.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. It was a pleasure chatting with you. all.
Thank
All
you.
the very
I
best
like
for
the
show.
set of questions you had.
Thank
It
you
was
so
interesting to listen to it and answer
much. Oh,
to
that
it.
means so much to me. Thank you.
On cue.
On cue. She on.
Okay.